Okay, so we've had a lot more informations about Code Vein yesterday that I have stupidly missed. And here we have information about two new characters, character creation, and also some information on the combat system. Actually, a lot of information on the combat system. I'll try to summarize it as much as possible and keep it clear. So here we start with the characters. So we have this guy called Rui. He's a young leader who researches day and night to save revenants. He is a speedy fighter who uses a one-handed sword. So actually this guy called Rui is the dude in the back of the other character that we see in the gameplay yesterday. Is actually the body called Luis. This is just, I think it's just it's a mistake in the translation. So yeah, now we have another character that we didn't see yet, but we have an idea on what she looks like, and she's called Io. She's a revenant who becomes close with the main protagonist. She has lost her memories, and she apparently has a lot of knowledge on the revenants and Vein. She appears to be the spitting image of God Eater character Shio. So Shio is this pale little girl from God Eater who becomes close not to the main protagonist but to one of the four main characters of the game. So now we have information about the character creation. You can freely customize your appearance. The character creation is considerably detailed, blah blah blah. Overall, it's basically the same as the God Eater character creation. Plus, you can have more options for character's face. You can have more options for the eyes. You can actually customize each eye differently. So this is actually cool. Unfortunately, you don't have you cannot customize the body physics, but let's forget about that. I think it would just be bad for people who kind of want to do, that thing, the equipment and stats. So you can have up to, basically it says here that you can have 2 weapons with you. Every time you have a maximum of 2 weapons that you can carry with you. So basically it's like in Dark Souls where you can equip 2 weapons in the same hand, but it will just switch between them. Of course you have the character that will level up. It will level up as you gain experience points and various stats will increase. There is a correction value called blood code. So here I've read this and I think blood code is more like a skill tree or something, because I'm not sure. It says that you can obtain new gifts by developing your blood code, so I'm not sure about this one. Anyways, now next we have the battle informations. There's a lot of information here about the stamina. There's nothing much interesting here except for the fact that it says that when you use the blood sucking ability, the stamina that is consumed will vary depending on the type of the blood veil you have equipped. Okay, so maybe if you have a super heavy blood veil, I think you'll consume a lot more stamina than with the claws that we see in this gameplay, maybe. So I don't know. Okay, the most important part here is that it's about the blood sucking. Actually, the blood sucking mechanic, which is very very similar to the devour mechanic in God Eater. Well, not very similar, but it's kind of like the same concept. So the blood sucking is this attack where you use your blood veil to deal a very high amount of damage to the enemies. It says here that using the blood sucking will increase your blood charges, which is necessary for activating a gift. And a gift is actually one of these 8 things that you see in the bottom right of the screen, and they are like skills and maybe buffs. I'm not too sure about that, but I think you can make a build out of it, because you have different types of gifts. You have like the bombs, the fireballs or something like that. You have projectiles, you have a dash, I don't know, you have a lot of different abilities. It seems that you can enhance your weapon damage too with that. It seems that you can enhance your defense. There's a lot of things to do with the blood charges here, and I think it's very interesting because when you use the blood sucking, it increases the amount of blood charges you have. So I don't know if you have like I don't know if there's actually a limit to the amount of blood charges that you can have, because if I think very well about it, from what we've seen in the gameplay, the guy was actually from IGN was actually able to use a dash several times with his blood charges, and it was at a very low cost. If you have like 30 blood charges, it means that you can have a very fast-paced gameplay right there, and it gives a lot of possibilities, and you have like 8 of them. So it's very interesting here because, like I said in my previous video, it makes this game lose much more like its own stuff, so it kind of becomes different from Dark Souls at this point. And well, there are other reasons why it would be different from Dark Souls in my opinion, but yeah, that's something else there. Anyways, let's keep going. So blood sucking, you can actually deal more damage with blood sucking depending on certain conditions. So when you parry an enemy's attack at the right timing, with like Dark Souls, when you successfully execute a back attack, I think the back attack is when you just charge your blood veil, and then you launch yourself to the enemies from the back. So they use it a lot in the video. I think that is that condition. And you can also deal more damage if you activate it from like during a combo and from a launch attack. Now we see that actually a lot in the video too. It's actually really pretty cool when he does that. So yeah, that's all for the combat, for like kind of the blood sucking stuff. It's very nice and I really like it. I think I really like all the blood sucking stuff. It seems like you are very dependent on it, and that's actually cool because it gives more depth to just dash, roll, slash, you know, the regular stuff in Dark Souls games. So yeah, now you have the body system. The body system is actually about this character, the AI controlled character, which is with you during I think the whole game. I don't know if it's in the whole game. I think you can change your body anytime maybe. But yeah, you have that guy with you, and then that person with you, and he does stuff. There are different types of bodies apparently. You have bodies that are more focused on attacking. They have more abilities to attack the enemies. They have more abilities to apparently hunt them. And you have other that are more focused on supporting you. So this guy called Luis is actually a support body. I thought he was not very active in combat, but that's apparently because he's just a support. He will just heal you and will just revive you if you die. So yeah, the bodies if they die, they can be revived. We've seen that in the video, and they can actually be revived at a checkpoint too. I think he used an object in the video, an item in the video to revive the body. So yeah, actually they can also use skills. I mean gifts. It's very much like skills, but yeah, they can also use gifts, but they have to amass dark blood from it. I'm not sure what dark blood is. Is it like this? Souls? Maybe, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that's it for body system. Now we have the focus system, which confuses the hell of me the first time that I saw it. I thought it was just a shield, but actually something that activates. It's just that blue lighting that appears when you take damage. And I thought it was just a shield or something, but it's not. Actually, the focus system, what it is that at a certain point when you take damage, there's a little bar above your HP. At a certain point when you take damage, it will trigger, and when it does, you have that blue glowing around you. What it does is that you take no recoil from the enemy's attack, and you can suspend the enemy in the air from a launch with a launch attack, which can lead you to a blood sucking attack, and that's very awesome. Now, the thing I like about this, it's not just the fact that you don't take recoil, it's just the fact that the enemies have that as well. So it's more difficulty at that point. Because I've seen my main issue I had with Code Vein when I saw it is that the enemies are kind of slow. Yes, they're kind of the enemies in Dark Souls, and you don't want more than one of them in front of you, but they were very slow, and I was kind of worried that the game would be not so hard at the end of the day. But nope, it's actually really hard because they don't take recoil at all. So if you try to attack them, maybe after rolling and dodging their attacks, they won't be hit stun. They won't get a stun from your hit, which is very nice actually. Yeah. So the success of the blood sucking will also increase when you are in the focus. When you are in a focus mode, in focus state, then the focus state will automatically activate when the charge reaches a certain amount and lasts for around 20 seconds. Okay, so yeah, I don't know how you feel your George except by taking damage, but I think you can. There might be a way to do that, and then it will activate automatically as soon as it reaches its max capacity. So yeah, so that's it for the information that we have here. So I want to point out that Code Vein is actually a lot like God is there on many aspects, like the body system. Unfortunately, I don't like the fact that you cannot give orders to your body, because in God Eater you are able to give orders to your allies. You can tell them to go search for the enemy, to spread around the map and search for the enemy. Of course, it's a bit different in this game. If you do that, you will just bring a bunch of enemies to you and it will be very tough. So now I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty fine, but I kind of wanted something similar, something where you can just give orders to your AI, where you can just give directives. But yeah, I guess it's fine. I guess it's okay. So I like the idea of the character customization. Actually, they gave examples of the character customization, and it seems like you can directly make the the main protagonist. I didn't know why they said there were character customization, and we never saw a customized or created character, but we always saw the protagonist. So I was kind of worried about that. I thought it was kind of not a real information there, but it seems to be something that is actually happening. So yeah, that is it for Code Vein. I'm kind of tired. Yeah, so thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you had more information. You can check on Gematsu to have clearer information if I didn't say stuff very well. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and see you all next time.